Hello, welcome to the Executive Bite. My name is Kyle Rowland. Neil Doshi in his book, Primed to Perform, calls out an interesting idea, the idea of the Cobra Farm. And the story that he uses to explain this concept, which is a really important one for managing teams, leading people, and really for building software, is the idea that we can, if we measure something, we may not get the results that we think we're going to get. So the story, it's apocryphal, I think, but basically goes that there was a town in India that was having a cobra farm or a cobra problem. Cobras were running all over the place, and the government wanted to get rid of them, so offered to pay the citizens to turn their cobras into the government. Now suddenly the numbers of cobras actually started to go up, and they couldn't figure out what was going on until they found out that people were starting to raise them specifically to get the cash that is being paid by the government to turn them in. So hence the name Cobra Farm. Again, the government thought that by paying and measuring people turning in their cobras that they would solve the ultimate problem that they wanted, which was the loose snakes in the village or the town, but it didn't turn out that way. So in my life, one of my favorite stories of Cobra Farms that I actually participated in is I worked at a certain fast food joint flipping burgers when I was younger, when I was growing up. And one of the things that our manager, our leader, told me and my buddy was, listen, and the phrase that he used, and I'll never forget it because he said it so frequently, was 60, 90, hot and fresh, meaning 60 seconds through the first part of the drive-through, 90 seconds to get out the door, all the way out the door. And so my buddy and I, after the manager telling us how important it was to make these numbers, we started to, instead of working faster to get people through the drive-through, we started working a little smarter. That is, we started memorizing the orders so that we just took what we heard over the radio, and then right as we were collecting the money, we'd put the orders in, and shockingly, our times were really low, but we weren't really meeting the need that metric was set out for, which was to get people through the drive-through faster. They were probably getting through about the same speed, but the numbers were reflecting, supposedly reflecting greater speed. So when you're looking at this from a software leadership perspective, there's all sorts of measurements and numbers and things that can go radically wrong. One of my favorites is code coverage. It's possible to get code coverage metrics that are really high without actually doing the thing that unit testing or integration testing is supposed to actually drive, which is having good tests that catch all of the ways the software might be used. And so when you're thinking about metrics, it's not bad to use them, just almost always there are ways that people can game them. And so the important part is to keep an eye on the ball of what are we trying to accomplish, measure that, but also check every once in a while that the measurement is actually getting you the result and driving the right kind of behavior. So this has been the Executive Bite. Thanks for joining. My name's Kyle Rowland. Have a good day.